The Modify tab for solids is very similar to the Modify tab for sketches, but there are some additional features. Go ahead and create a center rectangle on the bottom plane that is 50 millimeters by 50 millimeters. Finish the sketch. Extrude this up 50 millimeters as well. The first part of the Modify tab that we are going to look at is the fillet and chamfer tools. Fillet allows us to round off edges with a specific radius. Chamfer acts very similarly, except it's a flat face. The next modified tool we are going to use is the shell tool. The shell tool allows us to hollow out a body from a specified profile and a wall thickness. Type S and type in shell. Tap the top face of our cube. Type 5 millimeters. You can now see that it hollowed out our body except for the outer 5 millimeters. Go ahead and delete the shell in your timeline. The next tool we will look at is Combine. Combine allows us to merge two bodies that have some overlapping geometry. Make another sketch that overlaps the body we just created. I'm just going to make a basic rectangle. I'm going to extrude it up 60 millimeters, and I'm going to change the operation from cut to new body. It might start off as join for you, but make sure to set it to new body. We are going to demonstrate the Combine tool. The Combine tool allows us to merge two bodies that have some overlapping geometry. Once you have two different bodies, and we can tell that there are two different bodies within the Bodies tab, we can then select the Combine tool in the Modify tab, select a target body and a tool body. You can only have one target body, but you can have several tool bodies. Press OK. We can now see that that has become one body. We're going to skip a couple different other tools, and we're going to go to the Split Body tool. The Split Body tool allows us to split a solid based off of a profile. Select the Split Body tool in the Modify tab, and select the merged body that we have. For the Splitting tool, select any profile that intersects itself, like this. We can now see that we have cut our body into two different pieces along that profile. Go ahead and delete the Combine, the Extrude, and the Split Body. We are going to create a profile on the side of our cube to demonstrate a more complex split body. Create a fit point spline or any arc that you want. Make sure that it goes over the body. Finish the sketch. Go to the Split Body tool, select the body, and for the splitting tools, select the sketch we just made. Now we're going to be using a new tool called Remove. Within Fusion, there's a very major point of clarification that needs to be made between the Delete tool and the Remove tool. Delete will delete everything, everything that object has to do with your timeline. So if I wanted to go and delete a sketch, let's say I go into my sketch folder and I delete this sketch, it will delete that entire sketch from my entire design. So because I had that original extrude, it doesn't have that sketch to extrude off of, so it gives us an error. That is different from remove. Remove just gets rid of it, but it saves it in your timeline. So if I go and type in remove, I can then remove this body, but that remove shows up in our timeline. So I can go back and see where it was and after I've removed it. This means that it's parametric. Generally, we will use remove when we want to get rid of split bodies like this. This also shows our body split along that sketch that we have here. Another tool that we will learn is the press pull tool. Press pull will act like an offset plane, which we will learn about in a second, an extrude or a fillet, depending on what type of geometry we use it on. An offset face just drags a face like this. So as you see, we can pull it up and down. Press pull will also do that, but it will also act like an extrude and a fillet, which means it's highly versatile.